Yo, what is good, people? Oh, we're seeing people in the chat. We should be live. We should be active. Hopefully, my live stream energy comes back. What is good, people? Ben from Lover of Tech, your host for your Monday Night Tech and Chill Show Unplugged. And we are, of course, live. And what is tonight's topic going to be about? It's going to be about, is Samsung wrong for faking the moon? Man, people just don't like nice things, do they? People just don't like nice things. And I'll tell you this now. I think they're not, but I'm going to give my take on it and see. But tonight, we will be doing a follow-up topic. Well, first time we're doing it here, we're going to be following up and pretty much discussing after all the controversy that has happened with the whole moon shenanigans that is of the S23 Ultra. So yeah, should be fun. Should be fun. And it should hopefully be a good one. So, yeah, let's get into it. Let's see what everyone is saying. Matt says, early bird catches the worm. And he is, of course, in here as well. So,
hello, everyone. I'm Matthew.
he's chilling in here in the studio, of course. So, you will be seeing him. Let's take off studio mode so it transitions. You will be seeing him, and he's the early bird because obviously he is actually here. So, what we got? Vizzo279, hello. How are you? Hope you're well. Thank you for joining tonight's stream. Hopefully my live stream energy comes back. I don't know whether it's because I haven't streamed in ages and just like, it's all just technicals and technicals and technicals. But anyway, we move. Says, hey, what's good, Jimmy? What's up? Everyone stay hydrated as we are. Of course, we've got a big bottle on the side. So we are, of course, staying hydrated. And it says, hey, all, of course, me. Remember to like, share, everyone, of course. Indeed, I agree. We out here, we are. It says, hello. We here. Yes, TC in the house. What's good, bro? What's good? Yes, Jeff. What are you saying? The slang, the man. The New Jersey Don. He's in the house. What's good? What's good? Yo, what's good? Will one of the best tech YouTubers reply to me? What's good, Risky? Hi. Of course I shall reply to you. You are in the Tech and Chill Show Unplugged. Let's vibe and let's go. Sup, how are you? I'm doing pretty good. I'm glad to hear you're doing good. I'm doing great. I'm good, Jimmy. Thanks. How are you? What's good? How are we all doing? We love to see it. We do love to see it. Okay. It's going to be an interesting one. It is going to be an interesting one. So yes, we are, of course, live and we are broadcasting in 4K UHD, which is the ultra high definition standard. So if you do have the bandwidth and the capacity in the device, make sure you select higher than 480p. Go higher than 720p, which is classed as HD. Go higher than 720p and go to 1080p, which is classed as Full HD. Then go to 1440p, which is classed as QHD. All the way up to 4K UHD, which is 2160p UHD for the crispiest live stream on Tech YouTube right about now. Of course. Please do let us know if there's any problems with the audio. We're still figuring out how to do this dual audio thing properly and not have any echo. Last week there was a lot of echo, but I don't think there should be echo now. So, we should all be good to go. But regardless, give you some feedback. Let us know what's good. And it should hopefully be a vibey of a live stream. Hope everyone's had a great week. Hope everyone is doing well. Right now tonight, we will be talking about the whole fake moon controversy with the Galaxy S23 Ultra, especially in relations to the super zoom or space zoom that it can do with the 100x when it's taking a picture of the moon. And pretty much give my personal take on why, although Samsung could have probably educated people better or educated the audience better or maybe communicated it better, whatever people are discovering, especially after the testing and so many different people's take, this is not a bad thing. This is not a bad thing. If anything, it just shows how computational photography, when it comes to what they're using with the scene optimizer, is really, really, really on point. You know, and for what's being used and what's being done with smartphone tech and smartphone tiny sensors. Yeah. Yeah, I'm feeling that. I'm definitely feeling that. Yeah, it's not a bad thing. It's not a bad thing. We're going to talk about it. So this whole okay, we've got let me go to my man Z's blog post. Put it into studio mode. Go to Chrome. Let's go to browser. New tab. We're going to go to transition. B Tech Care. And we can see that he posted a lot of stuff on there. It says Samsung finally responds. And let's go into the comment section. Definitely go shout out to Z, go watch his stuff. And we've got the press response right here. We've got our press response right here, and it says, how Samsung Galaxy cameras combine super resolution technologies with AI technology to produce high quality images of the moon. This was as of the 15th of March. That was 5 days ago, and 15th of March would have been last week, Wednesday, or Wednesday, as normal people would call it. So it says Samsung is committed to delivering the best-in-class camera experiences in all conditions. Since the introduction of the Galaxy S10, Samsung Galaxy users have harnessed artificial intelligence and technologies in its cameras to help users capture every epic moment at any time. Okay, cool, whatever. And it says, as part of Samsung's developed Scene Optimizer feature. So again, you don't like this, just turn off Scene Optimizer. A camera functionality which uses advanced AI to recognize objects and thus deliver the best results to users. Since the introduction of the Galaxy S21, Scene Optimizer has been able to recognize the moon as a specific object during the photo taking process and applies this feature's detail enhanced engine to the shot. When you are taking a photo of the moon, your Galaxy device's cameras system will harness its deep learning based AI technology as well as multi-frame processing in order to further enhance the details. Read on to learn more about the multiple steps, processes, and technologies that go into developing higher quality images of the moon. If users wish to take a picture without support of AI, users can easily deactivate Scene Optimizer by heading to camera settings, Scene Optimizer, and off. Understanding super resolution and Scene Optimizer. In order to take a clear photo of the moon, Galaxy cameras harness super resolution to synthesize more than 10 images taken at 25x zoom or higher. The image taken at 25x zoom or above needs to eliminate noise and enhance clarity and other details. Super resolution technology helps produce images through multi-frame composition. When Scene Optimizer is turned on and the moon has been recognized as an object, the camera will deliver users a bright and clear image through the detail enhancement engine of Scene Optimizer on top of the super resolution technology. A moon shot deliberately edited to be blurry. Scene Optimizer off. Scene Optimizer on. So what is different to this compared to Google's photo on blur? All right, we'll get into that. AI deep learning for moon object recognition. The engine for recognizing the moon was built based on a variety of moon shapes and details from full through to crescent moons, and is based on images taken from our view from the Earth. It uses an AI deep learning model to detect the presence of the moon and identify the area it occupies as donated by the square box in the relevant image. Okay. Once the AI model has completed its learning, it can detect the area occupied by the moon, even in images that were not used in training. Input, AI model, output. Okay, however, the moon will not be properly recognized, properly recognized by the camera in scene optimizer technology if it is obscured by clouds or if the moon object itself is the side that is not visible to the Earth. Okay, these are different examples of when it won't recognize. The brightness control process, right? Okay, where we are. Okay. Once the device has recognized the moon after zooming in, it will control the brightness of the display in order to present the moon more clearly while maintaining optimal brightness. Okay, interesting. Accordingly, when users take photos of the moon at early evening time, oh my eyes, I need glasses, you know. The sky around the moon will appear darker than the actual sky color because the device will darken the object's background in order to help make the moon appear more clearly. Once your device recognizes the moon, it will continuously adjust focus to stay directly on the moon. Yeah, it does that. Capturing the most stable images possible. Yeah, zoom lock, which automatically reduces the effects of shaking the device without the need of a tripod, combining OIS and VDIS technologies. Zoom lock is able to minimize the image blur that can be caused by shaking hands and help users take truly epic moonshots. While zooming in and touching the screen or maintaining a focus on the moon for longer than 1.5 seconds, the zoom lock feature will be automatically activated. The borderline of the zoom map on the upper right corner of the screen will change from white to yellow, and the moon will be fixed on the display. So what we got here? Okay, it says information that the sensor captured, correction margin to minimize shakiness, actual output in 30x zoom with scene optimizer on, AI-based detail enhancement to capture the moon. When the moon recognized by the Galaxy device is at an appropriate brightness level, the user can press the capture button, following the camera takes several steps to deliver a bright and clear image of the moon. First, scene optimizer reconfirms whether to apply the detail enhancement engine through AI processing. Next, the camera takes the multiple pictures and then synthesizes them into a single bright image with reduced noise. After multi-frame processing has been taken, Galaxy Camera further harnesses Scene Optimizer's deep learning-based AI detail enhancement engine to effectively eliminate remaining noise and enhance the image details even further. Learning data. Low input resolution of the moon, result with enhanced detail, reference from high resolution, update of detail. Samsung continues to improve Scene Optimizer to reduce any potential confusion that may occur between the act of taking a picture of the real moon and an image of the moon. Okay. And they've got all the evidence and the downloads here. Let's move over and see what's good. And then we go into the comment section and see what's up as well. And then I shall do my take. Cool. So, for me, I don't know. Here's my take. Here's my take on this. My take on all of this is, you're damned if you don't, you're damned if you do, right? It's been tested, it's been tested and it's been found that Samsung is not replacing a whole picture of the moon in front of the actual moon when you're taking a picture. One, right? They're not doing that. They are using AI. Okay. We've explained and we've gone through it and it's shown that what they do, right? What is different? What's the difference between this and what Google are doing with photo on blur? Because I've used photo on blur and the fact that it can unblur images that are blurred to be in focus, it's scary good. I don't see what's much different to what Samsung are doing here with these apparent faking of the moon, which clearly they're not. How I see it is this: people just don't like nice things. We will be the same people that are complaining that smartphones are not innovating, smartphones are boring, smartphones are not interesting, smartphones don't do much, right? When companies figure out ways to get around physical limitations, like a really, really small smartphone sensor with a very, very low equivalent to full frame aperture, and not having the stability that you need to actually take such shots, I'll be very, very honest with you. This, to me, when I discovered it with the explanation, is impressive. It's impressive. People will be like, why do you need 10x zoom? Why do you need 30x zoom? It's fine if you think that way, right? You've never been at a sporting event where you're at a far distance where not having a 3 to 10x zoom that can zoom at 10, 20, 30, or even up to 50x to get close to the action can make a difference for you to capture moments when you cannot be that close. Clearly, you've not been in that situation before, right? And then giving you the ability to be able to take distance shots of the moon like that, very impressive. Like the great Morpheus said, what is real? How do you define real? And in my particular case, when I look at, how do you define real and what is real and what's not real and stuff like that. All these pictures on smartphones are manipulated. They are all manipulated. Like, smartphones have to really, really lean into computational photography to really make up for just the lack of physics of a large sensor size, right? They're all manipulated. Like, you see it on every smartphone has their take on it. None of them come out as realistic as they should. Some do better than others, but even with that, they are still using computational photography to really make up for it. Even Google, with how great real tone is for people of my skin shade and persuasion, are still using computational photography to get to that point, because smartphone sensors just cannot do it. I'm all for discovering things and maybe calling out Samsung for not communicating and educating the audience better, right? Like, let's just say in front of a keynote, it would have been a great opportunity for them to talk about the improved scene optimizer and how it helps you take clearer images of the moon, right? I think the same way Google talked about photon blur, if Samsung had taken that time to do a presentation on stage about how scene optimizer has improved since the Galaxy S21 to be able to recognize the moon and give you what is really, really, really good scene optimization to be able to take pictures of the moon, that clearly is something that it would have just made a huge difference. It would have just made a huge difference, right? And I think the only thing that Samsung have against them is just not educating and taking ownership of it earlier. Taking ownership of it in a way where it wasn't something they needed to hide. It's something that they needed to own. It's something that they needed to pretty much carry through and say that, yes, this is what we're using our AI and our computational photography to do. Because without it, good luck. It's near enough impossible for you to take pictures of the moon unless you're using some ridiculous telescope-based lens on a full frame or micro four thirds or APS-C camera. Right? That's my only take. None of this is a bad thing. If anything, I'm impressed that Samsung, of all people, have been able to clock computational photography with AI to this point to be able to take pictures of the moon this well. That's my personal take. I don't think they're wrong for apparently faking the moon because they haven't fixed the moon, right? In so many situations that have been independently tested from people like Mr. Who's the Boss and so many other people that did great videos on it, you know, great takes on it, right? You cannot trick it. You cannot trick it for it to fake put the moon there, right? In that retrospect. But what Scene Optimizer is doing is learning from the images of a real moon and adding detail when it recognizes it in that retrospect, right? Samsung's biggest crime, if there's a crime in here, is, again, since they stated that this is something that they've been able to do since the Galaxy S21, they should have taken ownership of it from then, got on stage on a keynote, talked about it, and owned it, and not made it seem like it was something that all of a sudden they've just discovered. Right? That's my only wish. My only feedback to Samsung in this retrospect, in this situation, is that next time, Samsung, when you develop great technologies like this, like what Google will do with photo on blur and super resume and all these things, right? Find a great way to be on stage and market the hell out of it and flex it and show it as something that you've discovered that you can put forward, right? That is not a hidden feature that is embarrassing or will bring out controversy, because when it gets discovered like this is when people lose it and be like, oh, Samsung are faking it, Samsung are doing this. And queuing the comments for Ben's a Samsung fanboy, Ben's a Samsung knight. Please tell me about myself. I ain't a Samsung knight. Yeah, you can call me a Samsung fanboy, but it's about putting things in perspective of people just don't like nice things. Right? People just don't like nice things. This is not what Apple did with throttling performance with batteries that were degrading and they didn't communicate it properly and made customers feel like you needed to upgrade because your phone was slowing down, when it was slowing your phone down to preserve your battery health, but we can change the battery for you as an option. If you don't want that, then you can get a new phone. This is not that level of controversy. This is not the same level of controversy in the sense of apparently what Huawei were accused of in terms of replacing a whole picture with an actual picture of the moon, right? This is not it. As they've broken it down and explained, this is what Samsung are doing with Scene Optimizer. You don't like it? Turn it off. If it really, really makes you feel some way, turn the thing off. But really, when companies are pushing and using AI to this extent, right, I don't see no different to what Google are doing with their photo and blur. What's different? If anything, this is impressive. The only thing Samsung really, in my personal opinion, and people can hate me for it, people can come against me for it, the only thing Samsung really, really, really need to get together is learning how to just market these things better and take ownership of it better. Let me give you an example. Deep Fusion. My goodness, Apple sold Deep Fusion like you can buy a sweater with Deep Fusion put on it. Samsung, you got to really, really own it. Because if you don't, when people clock things like this, it's going to make it seem like you're doing something shady and deceptive when you're clearly not. When you're actually using AI to better advance and showcase the power of mobile photography, as well as the flexibility of mobile photography, without the need of having to spend ridiculous money on pro-level gear to get similar shots. That's my take. Samsung are not wrong for faking the moon, right? You lot just don't like nice things, and you will find anything to not just complain about, but not have perspective to actually really see that this is impressive tech. It's just poor communication. And that's my take. That's my take. That's my take. Woo! Let's put it there, man. Tanner, fam. I want a phony moon. Damn it. Joe, good to see you, my friend. Likewise, man. Really appreciate the direct donation with the super chat in there. Really means a lot. Really, really appreciate it. Thank you. You're far too kind. You're far too kind. We're keeping it short and sweet. I'm going to ease into like my live stream energy coming back. It's still kind of low. Whew. But really appreciate the direct donation. And let's get into the chat. We're not going to waste much time, and we're just pretty much going to keep it short and sweet and keep it good. How's everyone's day been so far? It's been busy. It's a Monday, but it's all good nonetheless. All good. Sounds good. Really appreciate it. Everyone else watching the event of the Nothing Ear 2 on Wednesday, 3 p.m. GMT UK time. Yeah, we'll keep an eye on it. Glad to hear. Not a bad thing. Cobby's there checking the names of the guest list. If your name ain't on this list, no stream. Hate to tender. Man like Jimmy, you good? Keeping hydrated out here, my guy. How are you? Brilliant. I'm here recovering from a long week and weekend F1. A bit under the weather, and I missed that last stream as I was traveling. Yes. Sounds nice. Where did you travel to? How's everyone? Checked in on St. Patrick's. Man, St. Patrick's was litty. Fast folks in Northern Ireland and Ireland. Yeah, man. Happy St. Paddy's Day. It was really good. Really good. I was in Leeds, man. Shout out to Damien for having us over. It was a vibe. Hey, our Hefe reviews in the house. What's good, Hefe? He said Ben is taking us to school today. Sheesh. What's good, bro? What's good, Hefe, man? I'm bro. I really feel bad I didn't get to see you in San Francisco. It was my first time in California. I didn't know when you. I wish we could. I wish we could coordinated better. Honestly, I really wish we coordinated better. Hello again, El Jefe. Yes, what up, Jimmy? Scamsung? No, I disagree. I disagree with that statement. Oh my. Well, bloody hell. How you doing, El Jefe? It's 8:20 p.m. in the UK. What's good, Jonathan? What's up? 2020? Love your profile picture, Jonathan. What's good? Or are you up to 100x? Clearly, basically, especially the way does weird stuff with the colors like this. Yeah. I like the food. I like the food on commercials like a lot better. The actual food in restaurants. Straight propaganda, normal in marketing. Yeah, Samsung, be more honest. Just own it. People are just disgraceful. Thank you, Samsung. Thankful person is under all circumstances. A complaining soul complains even in paradise. Very glad to see you staying hydrated, of course. Who's in the back? Aziz. Oh, Matthew. is young Matt in the back. Is young Matt in the back. Chilling. He's had a long day. He's been working and he's been grafting. And it says, had a great one here in Northern Ireland. Take your belt and whip to them, bruh. I love nice things like my Samsung Zoom. Exactly. We're keeping it short today. We ain't got another topic. We just wanted to keep it on this. We're slowly easing in. And yeah, it's been a long one and stuff. But yeah, we're keeping it moving. Matt, what's your take on Samsung's fake Zoom?
Okay, I wouldn't call it fake, but I understand that the people feel like, oh, it's not a photo, but it still is, because it is still a photo of the moon, both how phones are evolving in the AI space and how they see photos. Having those side effects to taking a photo of the moon. I think it's a great thing because one, it makes it easier to see, because it is still part of post processing if you still think about it, and everything now on the market has that exact same form of post processing. So would it be fair to call this fake but not call the other ones fake? It makes no sense.
And that's keeping the same energy and same consistency. And me, the way I see it is this. Yo, technically T in the house. What's good, T? T in the building. Well, go on, T. What you saying, bro? Thanks for joining. We're keeping it short and sweet. But yeah, I hope you're good, bro. Thanks for joining. As per, we're trying to slowly bring the Tech and Chill show back in. Slowly. How I see it is this, right? Is that Samsung's like I said, Samsung's biggest mistake was not owning this from the S21 series and taking people through the process of how being able to take the picture of the moon with and without Scene Optimizer. I just feel like they've not given Scene Optimizer its place to really not just shine, but its place to really understand why you want it on, right? Why you want it on. Giving Galaxy users the flexibility to really flex with their camera with and without Scene Optimizer. And I don't think they've owned Scene Optimizer and owned their prowess when it comes to AI and computational photography. Hence why when stuff like this comes out, it just seems like they're just doing shady, underhanded stuff. They're not being honest. Things are fake. Things are not real, which I personally just don't agree with. Like people are not gonna like me for it, but it is just a situation of like, you're damned if you do, you're damned if you don't. We complain there's lack of innovation. We complain there's lack of progress. We complain smartphones are boring. Smartphones can't do nothing. You can't do this with your smartphones. When these companies figure out tricks to get around actual permanent physical limitations, we are still going to complain that they're still doing fishy stuff and they're not doing anything proper. And at this point, it's just like, I'm just going to put it down to the fact that you lot just don't like nice things. When I say you lot, I'm talking about the ones that objectively just don't think what is actually bad and what is good. This is great for AI photography on a mobile phone, especially, right? What's not good is, yet again, Samsung not realizing that this was such a great piece of feature introduced into Scene Optimizer from the S21 series for taking pictures of the moon at a distance, that they did not sit there to actually own it, go on stage and go through explaining it. Google are good at doing this. Apple, for the life of me with Deep Fusion, have been great at really making stuff that was nothing seem like something. And Samsung just haven't done that yet again. And it's unfortunate, because that blog post right there, if you find the right person to be on stage to talk that talk about how great that feature was, winning. Absolutely winning. But yet again, we're discussing how Samsung is tricking people and being dishonest when it's actually not the case. As he says, hi, Matt. Nice to see you, of course. Matt's chilling. And then we've got with a great Desperados and a Corona. So nice. And a great St. Paddy's bun, of course. T. How you doing, T? Yes. Uzel says, thank you, Samsung. The moon thing is fine with me. People forget it's a phone. If you want crystal clear, talk with NASA. It's 1:35 p.m. here. And where are you specifically located? So you are probably 7 hours behind. Yeah, you're about 7 hours behind. So you're probably closer to the West Coast. Midwest, maybe. Nice to see you, Aziz. Kush! And it says, crazy how they promote their photography as better than the competition. Yeah, I mean, this is where it's like, you know, what does it really come down to? What does it really come down to? Oh, hold on. Let me reply back to them. Okay, dope. Yeah, I know you're in the USA, but I mean, like, what state? I know T's in Atlanta. Hefe's in the West Coast. Did the clocks change yesterday? No. The clocks changed this Sunday. UK summertime officially starts this Sunday. Clocks go forward by 1 hour. So, yeah, clocks go forward, so you're going to have less sleep. But clocks go forward, meaning we're going to get more daylight, which is the best part of summertime in the UK. Where peak summer, it gets dark at like 10 p.m. The best thing ever. And I cannot wait for that. Just for reasons of car content, which I can't wait for.
Blue skies, bright sun, beautiful.
Oh, yes. Blue skies, bright. Well, we don't know about bright sun. This is still UK. We'll probably get more rain. We'll get daylight.
It'll come soon.
We'll get daylight. Awesome. Thanks. I've been watching the channel for a while, but this is my first stream. Welcome to your first Tech and Chill Show Unplugged live stream, which is usually held Mondays, 8 p.m. GMT time, or as it will be changing as of this Sunday to BST, which is British Summer Time, or GMT +1, which is Greenwich Mean Time, plus 1 hour ahead. California. Because it is not GMT now, though. It is still GMT until Sunday, which is going to switch to BST, which is British Summertime. Sorry for the confusion. Welcome, Aziz. Right. What we got? What else we got? We ain't really got much. What other hot topics are there? Let's have a check. Were there any topics? Ooh. I think there was a topic. Ooh, Pixel 8 renders, right? Oh yeah, Pixel 8 renders.
And also the 7A leaks as well.
That's true.
It's now a trend where Google's phones get leaked almost immediately, like after like the final thing has been done. It's now like a routine now, to be honest, because the Pixel 7 got leaks really early.
It did.
It did.
It did. Oh my days. Okay, let's
like there were whole spec sheets and everything before the Google event.
Pixel 8 renders. Okay, let's see. That's a very, 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 very interesting one, right? Because they do get themselves in these situations a lot. Let's do a quick look at what we're looking at here. I completely forgot about this one, actually. Funny enough, it eluded me. Chrome. All right, here we are. Pixel 8 renders leak 6.2-inch screen and smaller frame. Ooh, that does look clean though. But man, Google, I really, 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 really hope at least there's one color that is that has a frosted matte finish at the back, not the glossy. But apparently the Pixel 8 Pro is looking to have a flat display. This is looking decent. And it's looking to fix that one, not that one thing, that design trait of the triple camera. Okay, even though I thought it wouldn't look that different, it's got more of a roundedness to it. Okay, I feel this, Google. I feel this. Okay. So it's back to being it's 6.1 to compare to 6.2. Interesting. Okay, the prototype
For the 7A.
Yeah, prototype for the 7A. Interesting. Very, very interesting. Well, it's like a heavy paper brick. People are selling it for like some crazy amount apparently, which is crazy. Oh, mate, that means Google I/O on the 10th of May. Or was it 10th of May? Oh, they haven't announced it. I know it's going to be somewhere around 10th of May like last year. Oof, that's nuts. Pixel 7a as well, and apparently hopefully should hopefully get a 90 Hz display finally. I really, really hope we get a 90 hertz display so that we can move away from the 60 hertz hell that we went through with everyone saying it was like the choppiest 60 hertz ever.
Yes, on the 10th of May.
Last year, isn't it?
No, this year's actually. It's on the 10th.
Well, have they put it on the official website?
Yep.
Okay. I just guessed that, to be fair. Same as last year.
51 days away. Like there's a whole there's a whole countdown as well.
Damn. Okay. Let's look at the Verge. 8 Pro renders. Now, to me, yeah, these 8 Pro renders, yeah, I'm vibing with that. I'm vibing with this. I didn't really like the fact that the 2 camera, it was distinctive, but I liked the whole metal bar with a single, this is just, and if they do a flat display for their Pro, Google, if you do this, I will rate you, you know. If you do this, I will rate you for this. But I hope one of the colors, I really hope one of the colors, I really, 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 really hope one of the colors has a matte finish.
What I would love is if they brought back that very blue from the Pixel 1. That blue was deep. It was blue. It was beautiful.
Oh, you like that blue?
Yeah.
From Pixel 1?
Yeah.
Oh, 2016 is calling you, Matt.
Time flies. Time actually flies.
2016 is calling you. Wow, okay. A flat display Pixel Pro device. There's a lot coming at Google. I don't even know if I/O is an I/O input-output developer conference anymore, because the devices that we're meant to be seeing. So we're meant to be seeing an announcement of the Pixel 7a. We're meant to be seeing the announcement of potentially the Pixel Fold. We'll probably see the official announcement of their Pixel tablet. There's a lot happening.
That Pixel Fold, though.
There's a lot happening.
Wait, especially for the Fold.
There's a lot happening. There's a lot happening. I see Trent in the chat as well. What are you saying, Trent? What's good? What's good? What's good? What's good? What's good? What is good? What's good? What is good? Nothing Phone 2. Did you hear the Pixel 7a leaks having 5-watt wireless charging? Hey, it's still wireless charging. I'll take it. I would take it. It's still wireless charging. Just take it for that price, man. And the Huawei FreeBuds 5 event is an odd, with the odd design. I think the event is on the 23rd. Shout out to you guys. Excellent production quality. Really appreciate it, man.
Thank you.
Appreciate it. Thank you. Thank you. That's one thing that we pride ourselves in doing. And speaking of production quality, we are actually streaming this in 4K UHD. So you've got the device, the internet bandwidth, and the capacity. Yeah, go all the way up to 2160p, 4K, ultra high definition, 2160p for the Christian's live stream on Tech YouTube right now. Appreciate you. Oh yeah, the big Sony. Oh yeah. Can't wait for the Pixel 8 Pro. Loving the Pixel 7 Pro. Pixel 7 Pro is really, really good. 10th of May, and here's hoping we get great availability unlike the 5A. Yes. I think that was just an anomaly for 2020, to be fair, but we're good now.
But I cannot wait for that new Tensor chip as well.
Yeah, and even an ever so slightly smaller Pixel Pro would be perfect. I think I like the size of it as it is, to be fair. They need to improve the battery life, charging time. Battery life, they need to improve. Charging time is not going to get improved. Change the fingerprint reader to ultrasonic, which I don't think they can. I think the ultrasonic something about this ultrasonic fingerprint sensor tells me that this is something that Qualcomm have a hold of. Like, I've noticed the companies that use it have a great relationship with Qualcomm, i.e. Samsung. I don't know. I don't know why they just don't jump on ultrasonic, because these optical readers are just like, they ain't it. These optical readers are just not it.
I just want them to fix the auto rotate as well. Auto rotate. That is my biggest gripe, because, so, if you don't know, I'm on a Pixel 6 Pro for the time being, and one issue that just annoys me is the auto rotate, because this phone, even if you turn it off and you get the option to click to turn it, it won't turn. So Google, please fix it. Thank you. That's all I can say. Well, other than that, this phone is great. I do miss a folding phone, but this phone has been up there. It's good. It's good. Yeah.
You heard it from Matt himself. Fix the auto rotate, Google, please.
Because I know on Android it is notoriously bad, but on the Pixel I would expect it to be a lot better. But it's so much worse than the Z Fold 3.
Ah, Matt's going in. Matt's going in. I'm liking the renders. So am I. So am I. Renders are good. Flat display. Trent says, bring me that flat display. Yeah, I'm for it. I'm for it. Follow, like, yeah. Being able to buy screen protectors that fit ain't gonna cause you problems. Yeah, I'm down. The Pixel software experience is the best I've used. I hope they keep improving it. I think visually the Pixel experience is really, really good. And the software experience in terms of like unique features are really good. I've just been so impressed with One UI 5.1, so much to the point where the biggest downside to One UI 5.1 is visually it does look stale and boring now. They do need some form of a visual overhaul because Google's visuals, especially with like the Material U design and stuff, it really, really does feel very nice. It's a really nice, breathable kind of. It's an intangible, but it's really good. How you doing, Trent? Yep. Pixel tablet, Pixel Fold, possibly the Pixel 7a, and I think maybe new buds. Yeah, Pro buds at I/O potentially. How does Apple keep ahead with their camera tech? Is it their processor and software or hardware? It's more their processor and software. Hardware hits limitations, you know. So yeah, all right, Matt, be careful what you say. Glad to hear. Same. What was your day saying, Trent? We'll extend your time with that Pixel 6 Pro. Yeah, it could be so annoying. Coming soon. So yeah. Wow. Okay, we wanted to just do a quick take on that one. Just want to do a quick take on that one. If you have any questions, fire away. If you overall preference, Apple, Android for me. I'm an Android guy. Like I have an iPhone because I do content on iPhones as well, you know, but I'm predominantly
Android.
I'm just an Android guy. Yeah. Like I just like the flexibility, you know.
It's so unique.
Yeah.
So many form factors. There's rolling phones, there's folding phones, there's 1-inch sensor phones.
Yeah.
On iPhone, it just feels a bit stale, innit?
I just don't like the limitations of iOS.
Thank you.
You know, it's gotten a lot better over the years, but I just prefer Android. Jimmy Fire Dragon making moves. And D brand skin's worth it. Not for me. I mean, I shoot a lot of product shots, and you know, I don't want a skin on the phone because I actually want to show the color and the design of the product so people can actually see it for what it is. So I don't put skins on my phone. I put a case if I need to. Then mostly go caseless because I'm doing a lot of product shots. Portland, Jamaica in the building. Gregor Bailey, what's good? Android over iOS. For me personally, Android over iOS any day, anytime.
Android just absolutely trashes iOS.
It says, my guy. People, if you've got any questions, fire away because we will be shutting shop pretty much now. Want to keep it straight. Matthew's had a long day. I've had a long day. Need to shut shop and set sail, as they say. Pixel 6a budget flagship of the year. I wouldn't call it a flagship per se, but it is top.
I would say
upper mid range.
Yeah.
Upper mid range, definitely. Upper mid range.
Because I feel like it goes against like the Oppo Reno and stuff like that. Than stuff like the S23 base one.
So, hey, what is a fair launch price for the Pixel Fold? 1,349.
What do you think?
1,349. That's me personally.
I'm hopeful, but I don't think
it's not coming out at that price.
No, far from it. No.
1,349.
I'll just say 1,500 because it seems a bit more realistic and it is cheaper than Samsung's offering. So
nah, that's gonna come out at £1,600. A fair price is 1,349, in my personal opinion. But that's gonna be a £1,600 product, guaranteed. How you doing? Sorry about the amount of exclamation marks, Trent. Yo, Wagwan. Good question. Thought of pricing, guys, for the Pixel lineup introduced in upcoming Pixel 8. Pixel 8, I think Google are still going to be aggressive. The $599 price will most likely only go up as far as $649 or $629. And I think they're going to really still stick to their guns and keep the 8 Pro at $849 UK pounds and $899 US dollars, in my personal opinion. You don't think maybe $499 or $1,549? No, it's going to be $1,600. I reckon it'll be a $1,600 fold device. I would love it for it to be $1,349, but it's not. $1,600 for sure. They're going to undercut Samsung. They have to. They don't have a choice. They can't come in at the same £1,800 price point or $1,800 or $2,000 price. They can't do that. They will undercut Samsung by like $200 because technically, in terms of, you know, the bill of materials, considering Samsung's Fold came out August last year, count the months: September, September, October, November, December, January, February, March, April, May. That's a 9-month difference. They can't be charging the same price, even at MSRP, as a phone that's been out for 9 months. And there will be things missing. I doubt it's going to have IP rating in any form. Even if it's an IPX7 or IPX8, it's not going to have it. Just certain key things missing. It has to be lower in price. It has to be lower in price.
How do you think they'll advertise it?
No, Google have been very good with advertising.
They have.
Yeah, they've been very good with advertising.
But for their first Fold, though?
No, I mean, in general, they've been very good at advertising. So how they're gonna put it down for their Pixel Fold in terms of advertising is going to be very interesting. But they've been doing great partnerships with the NBA. In terms of their billboards, they've been really putting out there cleverly, right? And the adverts that they've been putting out there have been seen regularly as well. So I have a bit more faith. How they're going to advertise it in terms of, you know, are they going to be as creative as Samsung in what they did with the Flip series and how they were, you know, really making fun of people that weren't ever going to use the Samsung? That advert campaign was really good. I have to admit that Samsung at their best. Who knows? We'll have to wait and see. Opinions on the new Xiaomi camera attachment, overkill or potential? Overkill, and it's a great showcase. Potential in terms of normal people buying it, it will never happen, in my opinion. But I still appreciate showcases, you know, and it's a great showcase nonetheless. Here's hoping the Pixel Flip, would be at least the price of the Find and to, well, that's Pixel Flip, but we're getting a Fold. But I could see.
Let's be hopeful.
I can see. Oppo did really well with the price on that. Again, MediaTek partnering with them really helps with that. Can't wait to see how the crease will be and the durability of that crease. Yeah, something that you come across long term. Maybe the prices will drop faster relative to previous releases as overall consumer demand is dropping fast. PC parts are getting cheaper, for instance. Oh, damn. Like the whole PC parts inflection in price really put me off the whole PC scene, for real. The camera design of the 13 series is quite meh. You say Xiaomi. Yeah, the Xiaomi 13 series to me, it looks like an S23 Ultra. Yeah, just putting it out there. All right, people, we are pretty much done for the night. We hit our hour quota. We really appreciate you rocking with us on tonight's Tech and Chill Show Unplugged on a Monday night. Stay tuned, subscribe, go and follow us on all forms of social media when it comes to video production, whether it be here on YouTube, on TikTok, on Instagram. Yeah, let us know, follow, and also all the entities that is part of Lover of Tech Media, Lover of Cars, The Cut Down, as well as Lover of Cameras as well. More to come. Hope you're all well. and we will catch you in the next one. Peace.
Peace.